want to talk about, like, you know, having the fight in the show. So just for tonight, for right now, I'd like to just play a fight, just to remind me that I'm back in the bar.
This is a moment.
Yeah, I'm back. All right, guys, so look at this fight. Look at me. Pay attention to me. I'm important. I'm so important. Please pay attention to me. But you guys are paying attention to me, so I get to do this. Finally.
Holy shit.
Get the shit off. Shut that shit off and pay attention to me. Because one night, I was at this wonderful bar called 10 Sports Bar and Grill 2 years ago, and on this particular night, on this open mic, they had the World Series playing. The World Series was up there. I could have lit myself on fire, and those motherfuckers would have paid one attention to me. Now, if I would have busted out some cocaine, this is Odessa, they would have been, oh, fuck the game, what does this dude have? But since I don't do cocaine, all I had to do was just stand up there and show my dick. Again, they did not pay attention, so here we are in front of you folks. I like this.
Yes.
Looking at everybody, everyone's paying attention. They're giving me the just deserve that I do. I'm going to take it in. I'm going to tell you a real story about what happened to me when I was a fuck boy. That's right, guys. I know you're looking at me. This dude? Yes, guys. Once upon a time. This was a Saturday night. It was going well. It was going, and this woman, this girl that I picked up, she was so satisfied. She was so happy with me. Did you guys not hear me? I said I satisfied a woman. There should be a standing ovation in here. Shouldn't be able to hear myself after that.
We're as shocked as you.
Yeah, seriously, that's what's happening. So like, we're like, you know, doing that cute thing. We're all cuddled together. And she's looking up at me, looking down at her. She looks up at me with her beautiful eyes, with those beautiful eyes. And she goes, "Hey, Johnny, can you come to my baptism tomorrow?" You know, the obvious answer is no. What fuckboy would say yes? This fuckboy said yes. So I go to this place I've never been to before. Church. So she starts introducing me to people that I never met. You know, her mom, her dad, her brother, her sister, her boyfriend. And he's a tall, handsome fella. I'm looking up at him. He's looking down at me. And he's like, "Oh man, I heard a lot about you." And I'm like, "I haven't heard one fucking thing about you." And like, he was a cool dude. I mean, like, we both sat down in the front row pew. We're just, you know, chilling, and we're seeing the priest do his thing with her. I know we had the same thought. How holy does that water have to be to wash off what she did? And I think the priest was kind of in on it too. Because the priest kind of like, you know, held her down a little long. He was just like, "Nope."
Try number 2.
Yeah.
You just sent her straight to the Lord, guys. No, guys, she's alive and well. I'm Facebook friends with her still. This story happened almost 9 years ago. It's like one of my favorite stories to tell because it's a funny story between me and her. And what makes this story even more awkward is the fact that I now have a fiance. And you know, being a comic, I like to tell my old fuck stories, but these are old fuck stories. So when I bring them up, I go home, I have to have a nice conversation about these are just jokes. And then she's like, "All right, this is getting serious. We're in a serious relationship, Johnny. We're common law married. I need my ring." I was like, "Okay." So I got her a copper ring. That's right, guys, a common medal for our common marriage. But now she's really got me locked in. We're going to go get married in Vegas. And I don't know if you guys know this, but all bad decisions start in Vegas. See, that's an old myth. It stays in Vegas. No, that's where it all starts. Whenever you had a bad day, you can always pin it back to when some motherfucker in Vegas got too drunk.
Right.
This guy. So again, this was years ago before my marriage. Before this marriage I'm going to start. I'm in Vegas. I'm as drunk as can be. I don't know what happened. It's what Vegas does. I don't know if you guys ever enjoy a nice slushy, but a Jack and Coke slushy. It's the next level. And Vegas had a slushy stand every 10 feet, guys. It's like I could stop, get my slushy, enjoy myself. So I had about $200 worth of slushies. That's a true story. I have it on. Fuck it. Anyway, blackout drunk. And I somehow make it back to my hotel room. I don't know how I made it back. And I'm standing in front of my friend, and this is all secondhand. Like, I don't know, I'm blacked out. My friend has to tell me the story. So this is why it's a little weird, but it's a little fuzzy. This is what happened. I'm standing in front of him, and he's like, Johnny, what happened to you? He's like, Johnny, look at you. And I'm looking down, and I realize somebody pissed my pants.
Somebody.
Somebody, yeah, I don't know. I mean, so I did the only thing. I got naked in front of my friend. We're close friends now, but I find myself in the shower, and then my friend had to go do some other things, and then he comes back, and he stumbles in, he opens up the shower door. I had it on full blast hot, so it's just steam, and he comes in and he gets hit with a whiff of sour mash and bad decisions. So then he protects me, he saves me, and then somehow I get home safe, guys. Again, that's how drunk I was. Somehow he got me on the flight, somehow and then by the time I came to, we're landing. I'm like, oh, what happened? He's like, it's okay, little fella. It's okay, little fella. That's what I get in my life, you know what I mean, guys? Like, what the fuck's on top of the fridge? I like this little stand right here. This is nice. I'm over everybody. You know what I mean? Like, even this shadow makes me look bigger than what I should be. I'm feeling pretty good about this spot. I really am. So I'm a stoner, believe it or not. That's one of the things that almost ruined my life. So one morning, I'm working at a beautiful place called McCoy's. And if you don't know about McCoy's, you run heavy equipment and you have to take random drug tests. So one wonderful morning, I'm there chilling with my boss. You know, we're having our morning thing. And then he hands me the drug test and he's like, you got to put this in your mouth. And then I pass him the blunt. I'm like, am I supposed to be doing this right now? And he's like, just put it in your damn mouth, Johnny. It's a drug test, not my dick. And I'm like, okay. I lost my job. I lost my job at fucking McCoy's, guys. But I'm worried. I'm worried though, because I know how much weed I smoke. Like that test when they ran it through. I wonder how many more positive tests it threw out after mine. like who has lost their jobs? This happened twice, guys. Twice. One time, you know, I did what any stoner doesn't want to do. I got clean. I was clean for a month and a half. And I go to another wonderful job. And they take me, they go do the piss test. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I studied for this motherfucker. Confident as confident can be. And then at the end of the week, I get pulled in the office. And then see my supervisor, he has a tear in his eye because he's never seen somebody work so hard. Because I was very hungry and poor at the time, guys. So I needed the money. Johnny, I gotta let you go. That was not as sad as the time, guys, that I flushed 2 ounces of weed. This is the saddest thing in my life. I moved out of my parents' house. Finally, I was on my own. I was in my own apartment. What does a stoner do in his own apartment? Builds a gravity bomb! So what did I do? I just sat in my bathtub with my nice gallon, and I'm just enjoying my time, just filling up the entire apartment with strange clouds, and I'm like, this is what Snoop Dogg's closet looks like. And then the smoke alarm goes off. Oh man, do you know how much weed you have to smoke to get the smoke alarm to go off? So I run up there and I grab that thing, I pull it from the wall and it's wired in. I'm like, oh shit, they know it's me. And then I run out to the balcony and I realize the entire apartment complex is going, fuck, that light inside their little office is blinking. It says there's a stoner in there and you need to get him. So then I was like, alright, so then I take the gravity bong, I throw it in the trash, 2 ounces of weed, I flush it down. And then I go to run out of my apartment. I'm never coming back, guys. This is where I start my life as a bandit. So why? So why would I turn around to lock the door? But I did, right? It's muscle memory. So I go to lock it, and right there it says, testing the fire alarms.
Yeah.
That was a tough week, guys. 2 ounces. I almost didn't make rent. You know what I should have done? I should have just hit it up my asshole is what I should have done. Because in the long run, I ended up having to sell my asshole anyways. Alright guys, thank you very much. That was my turn. Give it up for Chris, guys!